until I can officially celebrate Halloween, and you best believe I'm excited about it. There's a lot of people that were complaining about how the first Biggie Not So Scary party is already happening and it's still August, but I mean, like, to me, we don't really get fall. We don't get the crispy air, we don't get the leaves, we don't get any of that until closer to Christmas. And so we can play make-believe that it's fall whenever we want. The kids are already going back to school, Jared's already gone back to school, and the fall semester has started, so technically it's fall for a lot of people. But I have to say, for the first time since leaving Great Movie Ride, I had a stress dream about work. And I was like punching myself when I woke up this morning because I was like, no, I don't want to have stress dreams about work. So my stress dream about work involved loading wheelchairs at the top ramp as the position called Doors. Doors is kind of like the master puppeteer, you can say, for bringing people in and stuff like that. They like kind of control everything going on. But oh my goodness, fine, go. Sorry, there's a car next to me who is being extremely pushy. I'm comfortable with it. A lot of people aren't comfortable with it. It's kind of like the bigger deal of the positions. But like, I have no issues with it because I feel very comfortable in a theater. But the one thing that kind of stresses me out is last minute wheelchairs. And like right before closer to showtime, and it's not even really like something that should stress me out because we have plenty of time. I have to keep reminding myself we have plenty of time. I'm excited. I know some people are upset. They're like, oh, it's still summer, but like, since I don't really get a summer break and it's literally summer here all the time, I just want something different. I want something new. I want something to be excited about. You know, I like stretching holidays and celebrating holidays as long as I possibly can because it's something to get excited about. But anyway, I'm parking backstage in the garage. I'm almost there, so I'll see you guys in the parks. Park doesn't, or I'll start for another 30 minutes. Park doesn't open for another 30 minutes. Just a nice, calm walk through the park. Yeah, I would go down there, but since that attraction is closed, we're gonna go straight. Oh, looks like there's people up there blocking them over there. My future home. It's technically not home yet because I'm not assessed, but by the end of the day, it will be. Hyperion Theater. Can't wait to do a tips and tricks to Frozen sing-along because there's actually, although like the majority of the seats in the theater are good seats, there's tips to getting in without having to waiting very long and getting a good seat. So I can't wait to show you guys that. Alright guys, wish me luck. Next time you see me, hopefully I will pass my assessment. So I'm actually on break. Ran to Starbucks to get some coffee because training is going very well. Piece of cake. And we're actually doing so well, we're actually ahead of time. Like, we're taking an extended end of our break because our trainer doesn't know what to do with us. It's going very well. Only some small, got my food. Only some small hiccups with some cast members trying to be bossy and tell me what to do. But other than that, it's going really well. Ish. Rip it off. It's off. It's off. It's off. Bam. Ta-da. It's official. I finished my training. Honestly, we actually kind of finished like around like a couple of hours ago. We were just kind of like delaying because my partner and I, the trainee working with me, we just caught on so quickly. The attraction isn't that difficult to monitor. It's literally just like communicating and like catching things, like being aware of things, which because we're so trained to be aware of what's going on and being very efficient that, and like, you know, getting people in and getting people out, that it was a piece of cake, honestly. Now I'm not saying like it's easy in general because it can, especially we're also not very busy. We haven't been very busy, so when Christmas rolls around, I'm interested to see on how well I actually do. But because there was a couple of things that I like would forget, because if you zone out, that's when like everything goes kaput. As soon as you start like not paying attention to what you're doing, or when you stop listening and tune out, which also is something I started to do, that's when everything starts to kind of pile up and you just kind of, it's just a mess. Other than that, there are a couple of casts, Frozen casts, that I'm kind of like not liking, just because I actually got into an argument with one. I hate it when people pull the whole like, well, I've been here longer than you, because I was like, literally, I just got off training. Like, I'm just finishing training. I've had multiple trainers tell me that this is how things should go, and it doesn't matter because I did it already, so why are you arguing with me? And then he went and talked to the trainer about it to confirm, and I was just like, don't have to be smart about it. So there are a couple of people that are like on my list, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. I just decided to do some window shopping because I got an ER because we were done that early. We were literally just sitting doing nothing, and I haven't been over to the Muppet section, and I really like the Muppet section, so I just decided that I would walk around. Crushed tomatoes. Tomato loading zone. No parking anytime. Just thought I'd walk around. I love this little Christmas store. I'm not gonna look at anything Christmassy though, because I gotta do Halloween first. Mama Melrose. Jared's in my favorite little nook restaurant. I wanted to go in and check Pizza Rizzo's, and I guess was like, oh, it's closed. And I was like, what? What do you mean it's closed? They close at 4. That's kind of shocking. No wonder there's no one sitting over here. I thought they just weren't busy. Unsung rule is if a Disney gate is open, that means you can go in. So I wanted to check out the Star Wars construction. I believe from the pictures that I saw that concrete wall over there is going to be the entrance. And this is just going to be like Hollywood streets or Grand Central streets, and then transitions into Star Wars land right over there. That's kind of like why they put like a Grand Arts Theater above that sign. I like this seat. It's really nice. And there's no one up here. It's just a sea of red. Oh my gosh, there's so many fans up here. It's wonderful. Getting my steps in. Wanted to see if I can get on Star Tours. There's like a 45-minute wait and all of the fast passes are gone. I was like, I guess I could have grabbed a re-add from a friend and then I could have gone in, but I hate doing that. I hate adding one more fast pass. It was supposed to rain today. Where the heck is that rain? It hasn't rained at all today. I absolutely love the smell of the launch bay. It's stupid and weird, but I do. Okay, just checking. I was like, this is all new? No. No, it's all old. Oh, it's so nice and air conditioned in there.
If you all need to leave for any reason during our show, you're welcome to do so.
That's Molly. She shares the same birthday as I do, and she opened the launch bay. She's one of my favorite
Just generally
friends.
push those open to exit. All right, we'll sit back, relax, and
Literally just spent the last 30 minutes, close to an hour actually, talking to my friend Molly. She and I got really close because both of us had, not only do we share our same birthday, but we had our birthdays in the middle of training, and we were in the same training cluster group when we trained, so we're very close. I love her. She's invited to the wedding, and it is storming outside. Oh my god. I'm backstage, so I can't like film my face. I just wanted to say real quick, I decided to stay and watch the film in the launch bay because I do like it, and I haven't seen it since December, since it came to be. And so that, and my friend Molly, of course, was in the theater. And it saddens me every time I watch it, because at the end they talk about how like everyone working, you know, on Star Wars loves Star Wars with all their heart, and how it's, you know, means so much to so many people, and it, you know, has meant so much to the future and people in the past, and how there's all these different generations, and oh god. I literally saw that it hit something. I'm gonna run to my car. I'll see you guys in a second. Anyway, as I was saying, there's like a really bad thunderstorm going on, but part of opening the launch bay made me love Star Wars even more, and I literally had to fight through tears as I was watching the end, because it just reminded me that like Disney took that away from me, you know, because they messed up basically, and I'm not necessarily bitter about it. I get it. I get why they did it. You know, Disney's business. I get it. But that doesn't mean it didn't hurt any less. And I literally, I went and I was telling Molly about it. And I started to tear up and cry, and she gave me a hug. And she was like, yeah, I know. I think about you guys every time and think about what they did. And it's sad. And it'll probably always be sad to me, even after I've left, you know, Disney. But anyway, I'm to my car now. I'm gonna very quickly get in my car and drive home because this thunderstorm is bad. Currently, I am finishing printing off those it's got the directions to our wedding venue. It's got where to park, and then it's got our Pix app code, hashtag for our wedding, and then our wedding website. And I printed half of them in black and white and half of them in color, because I didn't want to like drain our printer. I ended up, instead of printing them, I ended up printing one out and then copying it, because for whatever reason there was lines across. Sorry guys, I have hiccups real bad. It's a little doorknob thingy. It broke and I'm really upset about it. But I also got a new X-Acto knife that I'm going to use to trim / cut the wedding invitations, and I'm really excited and nervous about that. I'm still waiting for my stamps to come in. They haven't came in yet. I'm gonna have to double check on that. I'm having issues because I ordered them from like USPS, United Postal Service, and it said it should be arriving within 5 to 7 days. Well, that was well over a week ago, and so but I can't find the confirmation order, nor can I remember my email and password to sign in. So, gotta figure out what that is. Other than that, I have everything I need. There's only a couple of addresses I'm missing from my dad's side of the family. But other than that, pretty much have everything. Right now, I think we have about, it's less than 50, I would say about 40 invitations, which is good because I actually prepared for like 100, and I'm happy to have a couple of extra, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of people invited who aren't going to be able to come, and there are a couple people who, if I can invite, I would like to invite, like people from work and stuff like that. So anyway, Jared and I are going to chill and go to sleep, probably not here soon, and yeah, tomorrow is my first shift out of training, and it's a closing shift. I know exactly what position I'm closing already, but it's one of my favorite positions, so I'm not too concerned about that. I'm also excited to like jump into things, because I've realized that whenever I knew that a trainer wasn't going to jump in and help and wasn't there as kind of like a scapegoat. And like I'm kind of like this in general about things. Like when I don't have someone to lean on and I'm by myself, like I have the habit of like picking myself up and just doing it. But like when I have my mom or somebody else, like I kind of lean on them. So I'm excited to kind of like jump in and do things. Yeah, it should be interesting. We're not getting too busy. We didn't even today really we did like every show, and we didn't even really have like any super busy shows. I'm also excited to have kind of like that downtime, because we didn't really like stay in the position during the down times. We just kind of went backstage and like talked about what we learned. Anyway, I've rambled on now. I'm going to go to sleep. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye! Say goodnight, Jared.
Good night, Jared.